Peace and love, family. So this is a video of me just really letting you guys know what's up with coins and cowries. I feel like maybe y'all really don't know what coins and cowries is all about, because I'm so excited about coins and cowries. Coins and cowries is the first cooperative business venture of the Tehuti Association, and our goal and vision of what we're gonna do with coins and cowries is to pretty much bring awareness to what's really revolutionary economically, like really, for one, connecting back to the motherland and really supporting black artists from Africa, because no matter where we're born on this planet, those of us with African heritage know what's up. All right, and we need to affirm that we know what's up, and we need to support each other. That's really one of the main things we need to do, and a way that we can do that is through cooperative business ventures. The reason why we need to be doing cooperative business ventures is because when we have worker-owned cooperatives, everyone is just as invested as the next person. You're not working for someone else. You're part of the business, and you're invested in the business. You're making money off of the business, and that's our vision. So we're not completely at that point yet, because it's really just like 2-3 of us really doing this coins and cowries work. Because this work is so much more than beautiful textiles that you can wear as head wraps, as a wrap skirt, as a little top, whatever you want to do with it, right? Hang it out your bag, whatever you want to do. It's just so great that it can be more than that, because it is really about creating an alternative economy where we don't need any middle person. We just connecting to our roots, and we're supporting the people that are making dope and amazing, beautiful works of art. This is what we call artistry, and that's what Tehuti Ma'at is all about: healing, art, and education. So coins and cowries is not just the products. Coins and cowries is also spiritual services, in the sense of really getting back in tune with the art of divination and the ancestral birthright that we have been born into as people of African ascent. So what we really need to do is recognize, all this talk about magic and power and these things need to all be fueled from a political, from an economic, from a spiritual lens. We really need to tap into what it is that is the real solution to what the vision is that we want to see. If we're talking about we see ourselves free, we need to be self-determining. We need to be actually moving towards, taking steps towards seeing, saying, declaring that we are free, and really imagining what that freedom really is. And one way that we can do that is by severely limiting our dependency and our urge to really destroy ourselves and poison ourselves, and all the different things that at this point I think we're pretty conscious that we're doing. And it's the apathy and so many aspects of us just really not caring enough to change is really a big thing. So this is all about, healing steps to those sacrifices that need to be made, healing steps to the discipline that needs to be cultivated. So really, coins and cowries is about the spiritual revolution. Coins and cowries is about not just playing games with love and light. No, coins and cowries is about being real and rooted and revolutionary and raw. That's what we are, and that's who we are. So you are coins and cowries if you want to be. Please support coins and cowries. We're rolling out this membership concept where you can actually make sure that you are ritualizing your life, and by doing kits, divination sets that people can actually use to deeper connect with their own divine reflection, really connecting with self, knowing self, and that healing of self is really what we need. So Coins and Cowries is here to be part of that journey and to facilitate that process with you, to encourage you, to support you, to protect you, because that's really one of the major aspects of what this is all about. We need to make sure that we're protecting ourselves, and a lot of us are running the wrong agenda because we're not protecting our minds. And that's something that we really need to do. So this goes back to mental health. The reason why we have the symptoms that we're experiencing when it comes to mental health, whether people want to call them depression, anxiety, whatever these things are that have been classified as disorders by this bureaucracy, we have to see that there is a cause to each of these things. There is a reason why all of these things are happening. And we need to recognize and remember the trauma that we've experienced so that we can begin to heal. We need to acknowledge where we are hurting. We need to really feel the pain. And a lot of my experiences have really led me into that wisdom. And that's a wisdom that I gladly share. And although I feel like everyone's path is very unique, so it's important for you to find your divine path and not necessarily follow any other person, including myself, and their path and what their reflection of you is. No, you have to go into the core. That's why the work starts from within. That's why we have to be sound enough. We have to have our bodies cleansed enough for us to be able to receive and to tune in to higher frequencies so that we can actually elevate and not just have illusions of evolution. We need to really know what evolution is. In the context of evolution, a lot of us do not know that evolution is actually a oppressive term. Even if we look specifically on a scientific, academic, intellectual, Eurocentric standpoint of Charles Darwin, which is being taught in our schools to our children. The public schools are teaching about survival of the fittest, as they like to call it, the origin of species. And we have to know that Charles Darwin was a racist, evil person who literally made it their business to fraudulently destroy our perspective on who we are and how we grow. We don't grow in a linear sense. Everything in the universe is cycles. Look at nature. Pay attention to nature and the messages that nature, our life, neter, nature, neter, nature, neter. If our ancestors use this term, neter, netera, right? The embodiment of the sun, but nature is the key. Nature will set us free, and nature has the messages for us. So what we really need to do is just pay attention to our lives. Stop being lived through. Stop trying to be everything but self. Let's look in the mirror. Let's really reflect on who we are and why we are the way we are, and see ourselves for who we really are, because right now that is what the message of the divine, of the universe, of our spirit, our collective spirit is leading us to. So it's inevitable that we're exposing ourselves right now. We're exposing ourselves to ourselves so that we can heal ourselves, so that we can transform ourselves, so that we can rebirth ourselves. And this is a very powerful time, and I just feel like I embody this time because my Earth Strong just passed right on the eve of this new moon, of this phase, of this cycle that brings in the summer solstice, the most exposure to the sun. I'm talking supercharged up, right? And the shortest night. What does that symbolize? What does that really symbolize? It's a turn. Everything happens in cycles and phases. If we begin to understand our phases, our cycles, if we begin to really tap into numerological power and the code of our lives, we really unlock power, but our purpose has to be on point. And we have to protect ourselves. So that's why our affirmations or shall I say declarations, because we're talking about leveling up. It's bigger than affirmations. We got a science. There's a science to healing, and I'm about to school you on how to actually transform your life through your words. And I've been documenting my process for the last 2 years. I've been doing my videos, really keeping track, really reflecting, scribing what is going on with using these declarations. And this is an ancestral wisdom, an ancestral power that we have. The power of our words, medu neter, divine speech, and really tapping into the neter, right? The forces of the universe. And when we're talking about intellectual, when we're talking about Tehuti, Jehuti, Ma'at, I don't think y'all know what we're talking about. Because we ain't talking, I don't think y'all know what we're living. That's what this shit's about. And your life will really reveal to you. Tune in. What's your vibration? What is your purpose? So I hope that the affirmations that I've been using for the last 2 years are able to really empower you into yourself. This is stuff that is just common. Like, we all should be vibrating on this frequency. We all should have this standard at the very least. And then we need to cultivate our own affirmations, our own needs for personal development, and really figuring out how to master that analysis on our own life so that we can take control of our power, our spiritual power, our mental power, our thought power, our healing powers, the power of belief, the power of visualization. It's just so many amazing, beautiful aspects of our existence that we need to begin exploring, and I'm excited to be facilitating. Really, I've really been empowered to just really define myself and own myself and own my power and the authority over my creativity. And that has really been through experiencing like a hijacking of my vision, and it really has taught me to protect the integrity of my vision and to really take ownership of it and define it and to level up and be like, all right, you trying to be something that done already passed. It's a whole new time. This is 28. We talking about completing the cycle. We talking about kepera. We talking about that transformation. Bet I'm about to let out my wings. That's how I feel. And I really want everyone else to feel the same way. And there's a process. There's a painful but powerful and beautiful and profound and unimaginable reality that we can just choose to see. And we have to take ourselves into ourselves. That's really like, there's no other way to say it. There's no other words, and that's what Full Circle is really about too. Full Circle is about like 11 weeks to it and doing it as a community and really having that coaching and having that like, talk to me, what's going on? Let's really, unpack our lives together, because we need each other to heal. And that's one of the things that we need to know and we need to honor, and we need to really connect with each other. We need to make real connections and not these superficial surface connections. We need to really know why we're attracting people, particular people and circumstances into our lives, and what it is that we need to heal and grow and know and learn and share and be. So yeah, I just wanted to share. Like, I didn't know what was really going to come out, but I was just like, let me really just talk to the people. I live for you. I really do. And I don't think a lot of people really know what I mean by that. But my life has been devoted to answering and solving and freeing and healing us. And I need to remember that I am part of us. And I know a lot of us are forgetting that we are important and valuable and powerful, and we are. And I'm going to start owning that power. And I want you to see this reflection of you, and use it to unlock your authentic expression of your spirit. Who are you? You know, who are you really? And we all owe it to each other to be our full self. So I'm not going to be shrinking myself for anyone to feel more comfortable. One of the affirmations. So yeah, I just think that it's amazing to be in this phase, and having gone through so many terrible things and being able to like own them, really, and not even own them, because it's not about like owning it, because it's all of ours and there's really no ownership, but like what I mean is like symbolic of like taking control and seeing and being conscious, right? Because that's what being conscious really is being able to be present and to discern and to analyze and to think. We got to start thinking. We got to take control of our minds. So I hope that you'll spend more time here on my channel and talk to me. Like, if y'all encourage me, like, maybe I'll be doing these videos a lot more often. I'm just saying. But I love you all very deeply. And I affirm, I declare healing, liberation, restoration, elevation, and expansion of the universe and beyond anything that we could begin to perceive, imagine. So yeah, I really, honor that spiritual warriorship, and really the experience that I've had through my journey into spiritual warriorship, and my great healing ally, sister, friend, amazing reflection. Like, yeah, Kepera Ma'at Heteru, she's amazing. And the spiritual warrior model is a science that she has definitely dedicated her life for so many more years than I have, and been able to influence me and allow me to become deeper deeper rooted, and when your roots get deeper, your roots expand, your roots are growing, then the branches are definitely growing. And I'm just so honored to have her in my life, and I think that so many of us need that. We need it, and I'm glad that I can connect with so many also youngers, people who I'm able to connect with and who are able to teach me through their reflection. I think intergenerational Black power is really necessary. And yeah, I just feel like I can say so much, but I really just want to invite everyone who can be at Tehuti Ma'at Garden. Please come to 455 Ralph Avenue in the heart of Weeksville, which is the first free Black community and a historical land that we are able to cultivate and to honor. And it's time. It's movement. Let's move. Hotep M Ma'at, expressing truth, bringing you truth. Hotep M Ma'at. It's an offering of truth. All right. So I know Hotep has been used as like a derogatory term, saying like Hotep niggas and shit like that. Really, we need to know what Hotep is. And we can say Hotep, we can say Hitep, because our ancestors actually didn't use vowels in the Medu Neter. We can't really place which vowel it was. I like saying Hitep instead. To me, it sounds more authentic, and it just feels like it resonates more. And yeah, and then Hotep just got a bad taste in my mouth. Like Hotep, like the whole, sound vibrations, very very significant. But Hotep is not peace. You know, when you think of peace, like my elder teacher Baba Heru always breaks down how peace, that's why I love Baba. Baba will tell you, like, don't even say black. What is black? Lack. You know, like the consciousness of, and not even saying consciousness because we're saying con, right? Like, you know, but the what we say, our vibration is actually very, very significant, and you know, steps in that direction. And I just feel like Hatep and Ma'at, what are we offering? We're offering truth, because what we need right now is Ma'at. That's why we about the Tehuti Ma'at militia. Who's about speaking truth? Who's about expressing truth? Who's creating truth? That's what it's all about. Because Ma'at is what we need, you know? So really, I hope that you'll get acquainted with Tehuti, Jehuti, Ma'at. And I keep saying Jehuti because Jehuti is the actual pronunciation of what we write as Tehuti, because Tehuti may be a little easier to pronounce, but Tehuti is also still, it has the, you know, vibration that it needs. So I feel like, yeah, it's just the beginning. This is really just the beginning. So I hope some of y'all get on board, because we got great visions, and these ain't gonna be dreams, you know. We are awake, and we ain't woke. We ain't playing games. It's not an outfit, you know. It's this is what we're living, and yeah, we need more of us living in this light, in this darkness, you know, because it's about both. It's about honoring the darkness, because that's really what the womb is, you know. If we're talking about getting in tune with the depth of the universe, that's darkness. And within the darkness, within this realm, it may be very difficult, it may be very traumatic, it may be very painful, it may be very ugly, but these are all just words. Just remember that part. They're really all just words, and we can really free ourselves of so many chains and so many boxes. So yeah, on that note though, I think I really should be closing off. I just feel like I have so many things to say, and I just hope that this comes to me more often, that I can just openly express myself and just say what needs to be said more often for the camera, because it's been very hard for me to like stage the camera and then sit in the front of the camera. Holding the camera to me feels more real, because it's like, all right, I am recording myself, and it just didn't take any like extra shit, you know. I have on my t-shirt from my job, like, you know, like it's just real. So I love that, and I appreciate that, and I'm appreciating my authenticity, and seeing that that's very valuable, and that it's necessary and it's needed. And I just love everybody who's been part of my story, who's encouraged me, who's reflected beauty, and encouragement and power, and so much, you know, knowledge. And yeah, you know, it's about like us. Like, it's for us. Like, we need to like be for us, and not for people who claim to be for us but ain't really for us. We need to just be for us, you know. Like, really, I really think that we need to like make sure we're getting back to the roots. Remember what this is all about. It's about, you know, talking about the Bogolan Fini and the Senegalese batik, and the dyes and everything, and really honoring like the roots of like where things are coming from, you know. Sorry, H&M and all these other things, like they don't need to do fucking stupid ass advertisements for us to know what's up and what they're really about. Like, they've been about it, and what they're about is money and exploitation and lowest possible expenses, so that they can keep their costs down and make more of a profit. That's what they're about. And they're making billions, trillions probably, I don't fucking know, but they're making a lot of bread, and I know that they don't give a fuck about you, and they're sitting somewhere living the lavish life, and you're over here buying $5 dresses. So for what? Why? You know, we really gotta like wake up. And I know we need shit cheap, but at the same time we need to value our money, our coins, whatever we want to call them, and actually make sure that we're investing in things that make sense, and not divesting. Not like, it's not even divesting. Like, I'm trying to make a word that emphasizes the fact that we're lowering our fucking, like, we're fucking poisoning ourselves. We're fucking destroying ourselves. Like, our skin absorbs what's on it too. So just keep that in mind. And